The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look in Link Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 20. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. From the 24, Murray. He goes underneath to Drake. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Benjamin. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Travis Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They run it with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run, and the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up, and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
At the 2-yard
line. He's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put it.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. In the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
13. Seahawks 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Murray now on first down. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down, Cardinals.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They fake the handoff, now Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
That one good for 14 in the Seahawk first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Carson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They begin with a quick throw out left. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He would chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
And oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw complete to Dorsett. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. And
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run again with Logan. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
48-yard line.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
And 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Arizona.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To T.J. Logan.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Might be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right...
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10,
DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Logan. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jordan Hicks, 3rd in the NFL in tackles a year ago, there to make the play.
2nd and
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And running with power here. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33. A big play there out of the running game. 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For another Seahawks.
Back to throw now on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
At the 3-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the 3, second and a yard. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Brought down.
A tackle made by K.J. Wright.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now Murray off play action. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh? Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They get this out quickly to the left side, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and